Who am I backing? I think AJ has the experience, but Dubois.
This is Jonathan Aguilar, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Harlem Eubank here in London. Well, Harlem, big day. It's been announced that you've signed a multi-fight deal extension with Wasserman Boxing. First of all, tell us, how you feeling? Happy with the deal and stuff.
Feel great. Glad to be, in a place where there's a solid plan. To target big fights. This is, I've always had a good relationship with Wasserman, and I'm happy with the plan in place going forward to embark further towards that world title opportunity and target big fights.
Just picking this back up with Harlem Eubank, so obviously you've been on Wasserman shows. Calla really gets behind his fighters and things like that. Why is Wasserman sort of the place to be for you? There's so many different promoters right now. Why is Wasserman the best place?
I've always had a great relationship with them. Obviously through my career, and they presented a great plan for the future. So I'm excited to embark, with them on that plan towards big nights. It's a great division and big fights domestically and abroad. And we'll be looking at both.
Now, we've seen obviously your cousin Chris is fighting on a Riyadh season card coming up. Is that sort of a potential for you? We've seen Josh Kelly's fighting on one coming up. The Salons seem to have a good relationship with the people involved with that. Is that an aim of yours? Is that something you want to be a part of? Because those seem like the biggest shows to be a part of right now.
Definitely, Turk Al Sheikh's doing a fantastic job for boxing. He's reignited it, and he's putting great shows on over there. I'm happy that Junior is now involved in that as well. He definitely is going to bring a new component of excitement to them shows. But the Turk is taking over the game. So I think I'm definitely going to feature on one of them shows in the future. Who knows, a Eubank double. But I'd love to join my cousin on one of them shows and take it over for the family. But yeah, they're doing great things, and no doubt that I'll be involved in the future.
Obviously, we haven't seen you back in the ring for a while. When can fans expect you back in the ring?
We're looking at October. Obviously, I've had a frustrating year, coming off of standout performance in my hometown Brighton on the last show in November. I've been out for a year now, through no fault of my own. So I want to get back to fighting now. I've been in the gym. I've done 3 camps already, and I haven't had the night to put in a statement performance. So that's what we're targeting now. Activity. We need to get back in the ring, and then we'll target the big fights.
I'm sure you would have been asked probably in every interview today, but I have to ask. We obviously saw you and Adam Azim sort of face off, and we thought the fight was going to happen. From your perspective, why didn't that fight materialize?
We signed the fight for June 15th, and Adam pulled out with an ankle injury. So I've done 3 training camps for that fight already, and we after the pullout we got dates thrown to us that didn't materialize, and it's resulted in me being inactive for a year, waiting around, and that's not what we're doing. We're trying to put in statement performances and target the big fights, and that's what you saw from me, and in doing that, I wasted a lot of time and money, and now it's time to put that right and get back active and back to giving the fans what they've come to expect from me.
Now, obviously, you're not the promoter, and you're just the guy who does the fighting. But is that a fight that you think can happen? You want to revisit talks for that?
Definitely. I've done 3 training camps for it. We're more than ready to put in a statement with that fight. So I think it has to happen down the line. It's a fight that we want.
You against the winner of Catchwell Prograis? Do you like that?
I love it. There's huge fights in and around the division. at 147, 140. It's hot, you know, domestically and globally. Out in the United States, you know, Turk's doing great things in Riyadh, and yeah, all these fights can happen now.
Who do you think's going to win that fight?
Out of who?
Catchwell and Prograis.
It could go, you know, many different ways. It's just, you know, whichever one turns up on the night. But yeah, let's see.
Just on yourself, you know, you get a fight back. You know, have you been told potential opponents you might target? Is there anything you can tell us on, you know, who's on the hit list apart from Azim?
You know, we want all comers. We want all of them. You know, all the fighters considered to be big names or top guys in the UK or abroad. They're the fights that we'll be targeting. Obviously, I've been out for a year, so you know we're going to have a run out, get back in the mix, and then target the big nights.
Now, you were just in Japan on a little holiday. There was a Japanese fighter today who just won, Andy Hiroka, who's in your division. He beat Barroso. How about a trip back to Japan to fight him?
Lovely. I just see that. Haven't watched much of the guy before, so yeah, he put in a statement performance, so fair play to him. It's a hot division. It's exciting. There's big nights ahead, and that's what we're doing now. We're ready to get cracking and make statements.
Two more things to ask you. Your cousin, as we mentioned, Chris Eubank, is coming back against Kamil Szeremeta. Billy Joe Saunders yesterday came out and said, you know, he's had some brief conversations about a potential rematch. How would you think a rematch would go? Obviously, you're backing your cousin, but would it be a different fight? Would it be similar to how the last fight went? How would you think a rematch would go?
I think it'd be a different fight. They're both at different stages. They're both a lot further down the line in their careers now. But it's a fight that's always been there. It's a rivalry that, you know, everyone's always been excited about, and something that both of them have always wanted to settle. So yeah, that's a huge fight that might be on the horizon soon.
And finally, we have a big fight coming up, September 21st, Anthony Joshua against Daniel Dubois. Who are you backing and why?
Who am I backing? I think AJ has the experience, but Dubois has that kind of hungry underdog factor about him. You know, he's a powerful puncher, as is AJ. You know, you'd have to kind of give AJ the advantage on experience, but Dubois is on a good run, and you can't write him off in this fight.
Harlem, appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you back in the ring real soon. Tell everyone where to follow you.
Nice one. You can catch me at Instagram, Harlem Eubank, Twitter, Harlem Eubank also. And yeah, tune in. There's big fight nights ahead, and we're ready to get back in the ring doing what we do best.
Harlem, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Nice one.